In his Kansas City Royals career, he finishes with a .289 batting average, 56 home runs, 308 RBIs, and 713 games. The Cubs, the Dodgers, Giants, Tribe, Jays, all of them were interested. And look who won it. The Milwaukee Brewers. And I've been really happy watching the Brewers and the Twins do their thing in this offseason. So, look, under the current CBA, Milwaukee will lose their third highest pick in the June's amateur draft, and Kansas City will gain an additional compensation pick after the first round. Now what happens to the Royals now that they watch that first piece of their core four leave via free agency? I know it's got to be bittersweet for my boy Ben. I know it's got to be, buddy. And I know that fan base, they've been actually anxiously holding their breath, waiting for the 2017 offseason to go down. And I'm really surprised that they didn't trade some of these guys. And, you know, look, they were smart. They passed on Thome looted Cain. You know, they're in the midst of a rebuild. It just doesn't make sense for them to bring him back. So I think they were smart by passing on him. So as it stands right now, the Royals are prepared to pencil in Alex Gordon, I guess Jorge Bonifacio at the corner outfield positions, and I don't know, Paulo Orlando in center. Or maybe they go with Gordon in center and let Jorge Soler either sink or swim out there in left. I mean, it's time for him, right? Now, there are also whispers that hotshot prospect Raul Mondesi Jr. could be coming up to the big club at some point. Many inside the organization prefer Mondesi at second base, but, you know, they see him as a center field option, should Orlando fail. I'm skeptical about, you know, bringing Mondesi up and putting him in the outfield. I think Drayton Moore is going to, you know, he's going to expect an internal battle for that center field spot. And I think he's going to kind of wait and see how that outfield shakes out. Now, Mondesi Jr. is 22 years old. Very talented, very raw, productive. He's struggling with recurring back problems. You guys keep an eye on that. 2016, suspended 50 games after testing positive for PEDs. He's never played a full season of pro ball yet. So the Royals brass, you know, they might want to keep that biscuit in the oven just a little bit longer. You feel me? And it also kind of coincides with the Royals agreeing to bring back one of the members of the core four. And they did bring back Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Buster Oley reports that the Escobar deal is a one-year, $2.5 million deal. It gives Kansas City flexibility. Gives Junior more time to play every day in AAA Omaha. Now listen to Mondesi's numbers. I was looking them up. Last year, AAA Omaha, 305 average, 20 doubles, 8 triples, 13 bombs, 52 ribs, and 110 games. They are high on this kid. But there are questions, you know. He failed a PED test. He's got recurring back problems. So, look, that sounds like what? Maturity and decision-making and bad back. Bad back is bad, man. The Royals also signed Jays infielder Ryan Goings this week, and I told you a couple weeks back, they got that kid Jake Peter in that three-way deal. So, I think up the middle, they have some interchangeable parts at second and short that they're going to take a look at. And they're young. After a dreadful start last year, Alcides Escobar finished with a .250 average, 6 home runs, 54 RBIs. And despite his inconsistencies offensively, he's always been a key component to to the success of the Kansas City Royals. He's always been a key component. So I'm glad to see him going back to the Kansas City Royals, and I'm glad to see that the Kansas City Royals are doing the right thing. And that is they're building from within, and they're getting young. And other than that, there really wasn't any other deals that went down during the week. Now, I told you, I'm accessible, baby. Jake the Snake if he's anything. I may be a loudmouth, I may be a punk, you may like me, you may hate me, I don't really give a rat's ass. But at the end of the day, I'm accessible. And you can always get a hold of me. And I had a couple of people get a hold of me this week. And, on the slide, Jaco, can I drop you this line, brother? Well, yes, you can. Of course you can. So I got a couple things out of the mailbag. Let me see. Last week I had, we had some troubles. I think Jorge Huerta sent me some suspect packages. So I had the Secret Service come in here and take a look in the bag, make sure everything was good. Everything's good. We're good. The Robinson Gearing Complex is safe. You're listening to the Jake Robinson Sports Experience live out of Pawleys Island, South Kakalaki. It's on the Let's Talk Baseball fan page. So I'm going to the mailbox and look. The first question I grab is from a Mike Ford out of Kingsbury, California. Do the Giants need another starter to round out the back end of their rotation? You know what's funny? I got a couple Giants questions this week. I gotta think there's some of you out there that really want to see me in this lingerie. In case you missed it. And it's archived in the last show. Me and Mikey Frank's got a bet. I'm saying the Rockies are coming out with more wins than the Giants. If I win, he's got to show up in Speedos. Full Monty Speedos. And if I lose, women's lingerie, baby. Because look, I'm going to put my money where my taint is. You feel me? So all of a sudden, all these Giants questions are coming out of the woodwork. Mike Ford, Kingsbury, California. Do the Giants need another starter to round out the back end of their rotation? Mikey, I think we can both agree that the answer to that question is yes. Emphatically, right? Emphatically, yes. You're sitting up against that threshold, though. So your chances of getting you and Darvish, they're not good. In fact, they're probably nil. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it ain't going to happen. I mean, look. 2 spots, 3 guys. Between Matt Cain, Ty Black, and Chris Stratton. I mean, choosing between them is like, I couldn't imagine a worse decision you'd ever have to make, except for, hey, did you ever see that flick, Sophie's Choice? Now, that was a bad choice. This ain't on that level, but it's pretty bad. Matt Cain, Ty Black, and Chris Stratton. I mean, that's awful. I can't see trading anyone for pitching. That pro roster is old. AT&T has become home. It's become Jurassic Park. All those dinosaurs running around out there. The farm is thinned out. I mean, what's left for you guys? You moved Christian Arroyo, Kyle Crick, Brian Reynolds. Your last valuable piece, Helio Ramos. What do you want to do? You want to trade him for some pitching? What are you going to do? That's what you got. I couldn't imagine having to pick between those three, Mike. I really couldn't. Matt Cain's numbers, they've been falling like leaves in a desert since 2012. I mean, precipitous falling of his stats. And look, last season he officially bottomed out. He went 3-11 with a 5.43 ERA, 1.66 whip, 75 Ks and 124 innings. Awful. Awful. I mean, where's this pitching going to come from that Mikey is telling me about? I mean, he rags on the Rockies starting pitchers. Okay, fair enough. I think they're better than he does. I think they're better than he thinks they are. But you can't deny that Colorado's bullpen is just beast. And you can't deny that outside of Bumgarner and Cueto, that Giants pitching staff is doo-doo. I mean, it is. It's doo-doo. Ty Black, 163 innings pitched, 8-12 last year, 4.78 with a 1.36 whip. 163 innings pitched, 73 Ks. He ain't getting it done. You're going to rely on him? How about Chris Stratton? Well, actually, look. I'm not going to bag on Chris Stratton. He might have been actually the most consistent one out of those dudes, but he's got a really small sample size. You know, he was only in 58 innings pitched. 4-4 with a 3.68, 1.48 whip. Now whip is high. He's going to have to get that down. That's my girlfriend right there. That's what I need right there. A little ride or die with me. Now look, you're asking me if you need pitching. Of course you need pitching. You got 3 guys, 2 spots, and they all suck. So look, why don't you go after like a Jason Vargas, 12-year vet, 4.17 ERA, 1,400 innings pitched, 939 Ks. He would fit in there nicely. Now, don't tell anybody that I told you that because I don't want this to help Mikey in his bet. But maybe think about it. Last year in 32 starts, he had 134 Ks and 179 innings pitched. And 4.16 ERA. At 35 years old, he could probably, you can probably get him 2 years, 10 apiece. Again, don't actually tell the Giants to do this. I don't want to lose this bet. Here, I feel safer with this one. Why don't you go get Chris Tillman? Hey, we already know he looks good in black and orange, right? He does look good. You could probably get him with a 1-year pillow contract and an option. 10 million at the most. At the most. Well, yeah, it's going to cost you 10. So, yeah, to answer your question, Mike Ford out of Kingsbury, hello on ya. Brand new listener to the show. Thank you very much. We've had some conversations between us in the last week. It's been pretty cool, actually. You're good. You're a good nut. But to answer your question, yes, you do need back of the end rotation help. Go get Chris Tillman. Richard DeSalvio, Gun Hill, in the Boogie Down Bronx. He asked me. Another Giants question. I think DeSalvio wants to see me in women's lingerie. I'm not even going to lie. Not that he wants to see me in that. He just wants me to be embarrassed. He wants me to feel shame. And I told you, I'm part samurai. So maybe he'll